guys, Rebecca Tabbert here, Fit Body Bootcamp Redlands and Fit Body Bootcamp Calimesa. Today I'm going to talk to you about how easy it is to cook. So a lot of times I get from clients, I can't eat clean because I don't know how to cook, or I'm afraid to cook, or I don't know what to cook, or I've got a family, and reality is that can become an excuse, and we don't need excuses because we want results, right? You can't have both. You can't have excuses and get the results you want. But I do understand the fear, because I am the first one to say that I am not a cook, but this is how easy it is. Today I made a meal for our family, and it was this simple. I used that crock pot behind me, and I got actually 2 tri-tips from Trader Joe's. Tri-tip is not the leanest of meat. I did cut a lot of the extra fat off, but it is okay to have red meat every once in a while. You don't have to worry too much about the protein sources all the time. And so with this, it was really simple. I grabbed a bag of baby carrots, I cut up some red potatoes, and I laid the meat over it and spiced it up. Now, that's the other thing too with the spices. You don't have to know what to do. You don't have to be a cooking expert. You just experiment as you go. So with today, what I did was, it was really this simple. On my red meats, I do use a little bit of the seasoning salt. Now, if you're like on a really strict diet, if you're, following me because you're from the competitive background, obviously we can't do salt when we're competing, but generally speaking, on red meat, just a tiny bit goes a long way, and it's really not the end of the world. And then garlic powder, I found... I'm talented trying to reach behind me, right? Okay, and then I found this seasoning at Trader Joe's that I really like, these 12 seasoning salute, and I put it on a lot of different things. And then because it's red meat, I also add a little bit of the turmeric. And so it's literally, I put it in the crock pot. Today I put it in for high for 4 hours and then low for 2 hours because I was home and I wanted to speed it up a little bit. But just play with that a little bit too. Typically with red meat, it just depends on how much, because we had 2 in there, it took longer. But one I've done before on slow for 5 hours, and it's like perfect. Now, it's really that simple. Dinner's ready to go. Now, if you're not at a place where you can have the red potatoes, it's a little bit more carbs than you want in your day, or something to that extent, vegetables are super easy to make on the side, right? So there you go. That's a clean eating meal that you can do for your whole family. In terms of literally, I have people that tell me they don't know how to make chicken or any of the other simple protein sources, and I totally understand. I was there at one point too. But again, it's just about experimenting with spices. So you can easily grab some chicken, heat the oven up to about 350 or 375, just keep an eye on the chicken. You literally just put the chicken breast in a baking pan, and again, experiment with spices. So sometimes I'll use the Trader Joe's spices. There's another one called Spice Hunter that has, which I found at like Trader Joe's or Sprouts or Henry's, that has a great line. They have like a garlic hunter that's really good. I have yet to use, but I've heard great things, and I'm just reminding myself I need to order it. Flavor Gods, I think, or Flavor Goddess has a great line of spices. So just order or pick things up when you're at Trader Joe's or the grocery store and just experiment with spices, right? You can't go wrong. Don't be afraid. You're not going to fail just if you don't like a meal or it's not your favorite. With the chicken, you want to cook it for, it kind of depends on the heat of your oven, even though it says 350. Just keep an eye on it. You want to make sure you see absolutely no pink. And usually that's about 35 to 45 minutes, okay? And extra lean grain turkey is another great clean protein source. Also very easy to cook on the stove. You just grill it ground it. It's lean ground turkey, and you're just kind of sauteing it on the pan. See, I'm not a cook. I don't know all the terms, but you throw some spices in there, experiment with what you like, what you don't like, change it up every time so it doesn't get boring, and you've got protein. Just make your protein once or twice a week, make enough to where you can store it, and when you use those protein sources or you're cooking for the family, you can always integrate that into your healthy meal. Maybe you're making chicken tacos for the family and you're not on having carbs that night or heavier carbs that night, so you turn yours into a taco salad, right? Get creative, don't be afraid, you cannot fail, you gotta start, you gotta take the effort and take the time to put a little cooking. It's super easy. If I can cook, you can cook. Trust me. All right? See you soon, guys. Again, if you like this video and you think it was helpful for you, please like the bottom and share. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye.